This episode is short and sweet, banged out somewhat hastily during the current season of curveballs I mentioned in the previous episode, but banged out with love and goodwill toward you, my fellow traveler along life's winding path, you who are waking up to the reality of your mortality and courageously embracing it to live with guts, gusto, and abandon. So today I'm going to give you what I've got and pray that it reaches the hearts of those who need it most. And what I've got is a simple framework for making the most of today, the only day you've got. Plus, a preview of an upcoming episode that I'm super excited to share with you. This is Andrew Petty is Dying, where we tap into the power of our mortality to become the people we were made to be and live the lives we were made to live. I'm your host, Andrew Petty, and I'm dying. I hate to say it, but so are you. Here's a simple but powerful framework for making the most of today and every day that you're fortunate to be granted in the future. First, pause, breathe, and acknowledge the miracle of today. Countless thousands had to successfully reproduce over the millennia in order for you to even exist. The chances of you existing right now in this moment are slim to none. Your heart has beat faithfully without interruption every second of every minute of every hour of every day to bring you to this moment. Just think about that. Put your hand over your heart and feel its strong, rhythmic pulsation. Thank it for its many years of service so far. And if you're able to listen to this episode, then you almost certainly have a comfortable place to call home, a way to provide for your needs, freedom to choose how you spend your time, plenty of food, clean water, and the ability to improve your situation in life if you choose to. These factors alone put you among the very most fortunate people on the planet. Next, acknowledge that as a sovereign, free, fully responsible member of the human race, you've been granted the superpower of choice. Do you really believe that? Even in situations where much is outside of our control, we always still have the freedom to choose our response. In this freedom to choose lies our dignity and our ability to craft our destiny. Today, the only day you've got, you get to choose who you are and who you're becoming. If some of your past choices haven't served you well, then today you get another chance to make different choices. Every day truly is a new day. In fact, today could be the day that you look back on and realize with deep pride and satisfaction that you began to do your part to change things for the better. Today is yours to do with as you please. Finally, acknowledging the miraculous gift of this one day, the only day you've got. Fully owning your superpower of choice amidst life's many competing demands and priorities, and in light of what matters most to you. Decide what would make today a rewarding day and determine to prioritize that thing above all others. For example, maybe you've lost touch with an old friend and realize that you'd regret it if that remained the case. Determine then to reach out to that friend before the day is over. Or maybe you've been putting off a difficult conversation with your boss, the conversation that you know needs to be had in order for you to be with your family more. Resolve to do your part to have that conversation today. In my case, today I resolved to get another video call scheduled with my mom, dad, and sister, something I've decided is important to me in this stage of life when, frankly, it's easier to drift apart than it is to grow closer. What will you choose to prioritize over everything else in order to make today a rewarding day, in order to live with guts, gusto, and abandon? There you have it, a simple framework for making the most of today. First, acknowledge the miracle of today. Next, fully own your superpower of choice. And finally, decide what would make today a rewarding day and determine to prioritize that thing above all others. You can deploy this framework each new day in a matter of minutes, but its impact will far exceed your investment of time and energy. In this way, day after day, you'll make the most of your days. And as you go, you'll grow in wisdom and understanding about what makes a great day for you. Remember, you are going to die, but you're not dead yet, so get after it. I am super excited to share with you that on Mother's Day, Sunday, May 8th, I'll air an exclusive interview with Michelle Kuipers, the mother of Marc-Andre Leclerc. Leclerc's life is the subject of the acclaimed 2021 documentary, The Alpinist, currently available on Netflix. Marc-Andre's story had a huge impact on my life, and I was absolutely pumped when Michelle agreed to be on the show. If you haven't watched The Alpinist yet, I wholeheartedly recommend it, and ideally, watch it before you tune into this episode. This episode answers many questions that The Alpinist left unanswered, and dives deeper into questions that you may not have thought to consider, including, what did the documentary leave out? How did Michelle summon the wisdom and the courage to help Marc-Andre discover and pursue such an audacious calling? What does it mean to live like Marc-Andre? How does Michelle live differently because of Marc-Andre's example? And Michelle's account of Marc-Andre's very first climbing experience will surprise you. For all of you parents out there, this exclusive conversation is also a paradigm-shifting masterclass in how to raise sovereign, empowered, and purposeful adults. If you enjoyed The Alpinist, you'll love getting to know Marc-Andre even better through his mom's eyes, and you'll be equipped with wisdom and insight for your own life from a remarkable woman. All right, that's a wrap for today, folks. What stuck with you? I'd love to know. Connect with me on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn at Andrew Petty Coach, or email me at andrew@digdeepwinbig.com. I'm so glad you tuned in today. Don't forget to follow this show, and I'll see you next time on Andrew Petty is Dying.